We'll go live on the TikTok too.
On the tiki-taki.
Going live on the TikToky. Content disclosure. Own brand.
Heck yeah. What's happening, everybody?
We're live.
Oh, no. Welcome to the chat.
And we're back.
And we're back.
We're back. Back in the sun.
What are we talking about today?
Oh, turn that just a little bit. Oh, I fucked it up.
Oh, you messed it up.
How bad?
No, I don't know. It's fine.
That's perfect.
I think it looks great. I think we're good.
We're good.
We're
All
solid.
right. Let's see.
All right, we're back in the saddle, everybody. Welcome aboard.
It's good
How's
to be
it
here.
going? Oh, I'm going to start this music up.
Oh, yeah.
I cannot believe I forgot the music.
Those jams going.
Heck yeah. It's called High Energy
Joel joined.
Lo-Fi. Isn't that
High
counter?
energy lo-fi.
Yeah, isn't that like a, what do you call that?
Oxymoron?
Yeah.
It's a bit of an
Oxymoron. Yo, what's up, Polar Bear? How's it going, brother?
This is low energy.
Or
metal.
sister?
What's up, everybody?
Hey, what's going
Trying
on?
to get some people in here today.
Yeah. We're doing some questions and answers and things like that.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Excited to take some questions here.
How's the audio out there? I gotta fix this. Okay, there it goes. Sweet. Awesome. Yo. Did I get my tea? You got your rain?
Got my ring.
Oh.
Where's your tea?
I don't know where you guys are from, but over here we've got Chick-fil-A. So I've got some Chick-fil-A to drink and unsweet tea.
What's your overseas?
Yeah. Polar Bear is like, I like your vids.
Or in Montana.
No, not really in Montana. Oddly enough, that's where kind of all this started in Montana.
Could you
in a
fix
weird
my
way.
controller? It can't turn on. Yeah, we fixed lots of controllers that can't turn on. That's from Cool Pumpkin. Where's the questions, guys?
Yeah. If you catch us on TikTok, we're on there too doing a controller repair right now.
Yeah.
Was that a Quest 2 or 3?
It's a question. We call these conversion controllers. Some poor child ripped the ring right off of it. Ugh,
Poor controller.
poor controller indeed.
A bowl of Lucky Charms. Oh man, Chiggle edits.
Jiggle edits?
That's what it says. He said, thank you so much. One of y'all's videos helped me fix one of my controllers.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing it for. Honestly, getting the positive feedback really always makes my day. It's nice to be able to know that you've started a business that legitimately helps people. And I wouldn't say that wasn't part of our mentality starting the business.
Yeah.
But definitely when we got into VR, my thought was not, okay, how do we start a nationwide service where we help everybody? My thought was, man, I really hate my boss, and I really wish I didn't have to go to work every day. What could I do that doesn't require me to have a boss? What is the spring under the faceplate controller on the bottom right corner? That's a capacitance sensor. So if you look at the controller this way, you've got this little capacitance sensor spot here. So it's just a touch sensor. All of these actually have antennas underneath them except for your menu button. So you've got a little antenna under each button to detect that your finger is there. But that's a good question.
Polar Bear's like, have you guys made the Gorilla Tag video yet?
No,
We haven't done it.
We need to jump into Gorilla Tag. Maybe that's a next week thing.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll throw on the Quest 3s and jump in.
Well, we got that warehouse space we're clearing out, so maybe we'll have some room to run around in it.
There you go. Yeah, we should do
We'll
that.
do some video. We'll get a shot, and we'll do some in camera or in headset recording.
Oh, we've got some questions. Let's see. Morkcell?
Hello?
Yeah, how do you say that? How do you say Morkcell? Is it
It's
Morkcell?
Morksel.
Morkcell. How's it going, Morkcell?
Okay, I'm going good. What about you?
I'm doing all right. What can I do for you?
Alright,
Oh.
my Oculus, I don't have it right now, but, like, I'm gonna get it soon, but, well, no, I had it for 2 years,
Okay.
but it's just not with me right now. But usually, when I hop on, my left lenses would turn black, and in order for me to put it, like, not black again, I have to put pressure on the bottom of my Oculus.
Yeah.
Then it'll just go black again.
Yeah, there's probably a loose connection, or there's actually a ribbon on the back of the LCD that connects to the board, and sometimes that goes bad. Sometimes it's just loose, but sometimes that cable can go bad due to like an overheating because there's not a lot of great circulation in there, or sometimes a little bit of liquid gets in there and corrodes that connection point. Usually I have to kind of take it open and look at that, but it's almost always that ribbon that connects from the LCD to the board is kind of the main issue.
So, where do I go to fix it?
You can send it in to us. We have a repair service, so you can check out our website and ship it in if you want, or you can purchase those parts if you're feeling really bold and brave. You can purchase those parts and follow one of our tutorial videos and try to do the installation yourself. We have the parts on our website as well.
What state are you in?
We're in Rogers, Arkansas, but we take orders from all over. I mean, we've taken orders from Canada and England, and I mean, literally all over.
So I just ship my Oculus over to you guys?
That's how it works. We probably do about 400 or 500 controllers and headsets a month that are from outside of our regional area here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
all right, thank you.
Yeah, you're not alone. There's lots of people who struggle with very, very similar issues. So, but yeah, just let us know if we can help. And you can always check out our website. And if you've got any other questions, you can reach out to us on the chat or email or whatever.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, have a good one. Good question, Morksel. All right.
Heck yeah.
We're going to go to DDDG X Killer X. Shout out to DDDG X Killer X. What's up, man?
Hey, I was just wondering about something. Hold on.
Sure.
So, see, I'm having stick drift on both my controllers, and I was told to use rubbing alcohol, but it's no longer working, and I'm thinking it might be something wrong with the internals.
Yeah, so usually, let me show you here. These little modules here are just interchangeable inside the controllers. They're just plug and play, so they just slip right into the board and plug in. Most of the time, what's going on is that on the inside, there's little copper connection points, and those wear out over time because it's a metal-on-metal contact that just kind of moves around. And so what happens is a lot of people are going to recommend, oh, put contact cleaner in there or put isopropyl in there, but it's not a dirtiness thing. It's the fact that those little pads have worn out. So
Yeah, it's just sometimes there is like dust that can get in the controllers, right? And that can sometimes cause it, because I know I used to have that problem with in the past.
yeah, I would say in my experience it's way less common, and it's much more common for the module itself just to have worn out. Because the construction on these is different than like the PlayStation controllers or the Xbox controllers, where there's a series of potentiometers that are kind of around the joystick module to detect that movement. It's really just about 3 pads that detect all of the movement and the input, and so there's no actual potentiometers in here that can get dirty.
Yeah, because, see, what I've done in the past is just max out my dead zones, so
Yeah.
the stick drift isn't as common.
Sure, yeah, and that will work for a while, but again, it's a wear and tear thing, so eventually the tread just wears off the tires. I mean, you can get by on tires that don't have nice tread for a long time, but eventually they go bald, and you just got to get them replaced.
Yeah. So if you've bought the Oculus like within like a year, you can get the controls replaced, right?
I don't know that for sure. Some of that comes down to the little loopholes in Meta's warranty policy. If it's a wear and tear thing, or they feel like it was caused by the customer, then they're probably not going to do anything about it. The warranty usually only replaces things that are factory defective. So if something goes bad on the headset, huh?
I was having issues like a couple of days after I bought it, but I just maxed out my dead zones and used isopropyl alcohol to
Right.
fix it.
Yeah, it's going to kind of come down to them and their customer service team and whether or not they feel like that's warranted. So
How much do you think it'd be to fix that?
if you send it into us, it's about $35 for a controller, but you can do it yourself. I've got lots of tutorial videos on how to do it, and we sell the joysticks on our website for like $10. So you can get a little toolkit and joysticks.
It's on both controllers.
Yeah, so I would say you just get a little joystick off our website and a little toolkit if you need it, and follow one of my tutorial videos, and you could probably do the whole thing for less than $30.
Yeah, I probably need a toolkit, because
Yeah.
the closest thing I probably have to like small stuff like that is like, you know, those like RC car toolkits.
Yeah.
Like that's probably like the closest thing I have to that.
Yeah,
So,
we have a toolkit that's got all the bits that you need for the controllers and for the headsets, so it works
Okay.
pretty well.
One other thing.
Sure.
So it's sometimes whenever I'm like wearing my headset, it could just be due to the way I'm using it, but sometimes if I'm like laying down with it, it can like heat up really quickly.
Okay. Do you feel like the fan's working properly?
I can hear the fan. Like sometimes I can like hear the fan.
Yeah. I would say I've got some tutorial videos on how to take the faceplate off or how to just disassemble the Quest 2 headset. You could probably go as far as just take the faceplate itself off the headset and then just kind of blow through there with an air duster and see if you can clean it out a little bit. A lot of times that overheating thing is just because dust and debris builds up in there because the ventilation in those headsets is not great.
Yeah. And this is a somewhat like both unrelated but also related topic. Is there a way to like modify some of the performance specs inside of an Oculus?
Like as far as the hardware components?
Like RAM, stuff like that?
Not really. A lot of that stuff's soldered to the board. I'm sure that there's people out there who have experimented with it, but it's not really something that we've delved into too much. The NAND chips, so that is the storage chips, I know that you can get increased storage chips, and you can actually solder those back on. But there's not really... I've not seen a whole lot of research done on it just because the components themselves are pretty inexpensive.
Yeah, 'cause I know, with laptops, all it is a simple taking off the back plate and just unclipping some RAM cards.
Yeah, I would recommend again just checking out my videos and you can kind of see how those things are stitched together. But it's not something that we've personally experimented with as far as upgrading the actual hardware on the board.
So how much are the toolkits for the Quest?
I think we've got them on the website for $15.
Check it out.
So if I want to replace the joysticks on both my controllers, it'd be about $35.
Yep, that's what you're looking at.
That's not bad.
Yeah, and it's a pretty permanent fix because you're not having to sit there and mess with dead zones. It's a brand new module, so it should act like a brand new controller once you do it. So.
Yeah. By the way, do you know I don't know. Maybe it's me, but like certain games drain my battery a hell of a lot quicker than others.
Yeah.
So and I have some painstaking like very hard definition games like Contractors and Bone Lab and Blade Sorcery, but yeah, stuff like VR chat drains it within like an hour and a half, while those will last 2.5 hours.
Yeah. A lot of it comes down to the optimization of the games and the graphical demand of those games. So VR chat is just not as optimized as a game like Blade and Sorcery Nomad or Contractors, just by the nature of what VR chat is, which is a hodgepodge of people putting different assets into the game. So it's just not as well optimized. We see that a lot. We see that a lot with Gorilla Tag. We see that a lot with VR chat. And then the other games that are put out by, I wouldn't call them like, AAA developers, but, actual development game companies, those games seem to do better.
Also, I saw someone said in the comments, they said, what do you think about Quest 3?
I like the Quest 3. I have the Quest 3.
Like not Quest 3, Quest 3S.
Oh, the Quest 3S. We'll wait and see. Hopefully we get one on launch day. It should be coming out here, what is it, Monday or Tuesday? I think it's Monday, the 15th, Tuesday. Yeah.
If I were to give a personal opinion on it, I feel like it's just a revamped version of the Quest 2.
It's an interesting take. It seems to me like it's definitely supposed to be fitting that spot as far as the budget goes, but it's got the same processor as the Quest 3, so it should be a lot more future-proof than the Quest 2.
Yeah, one thing about the Quest 3 that I've heard, though, is it has less graphics than the Quest 3.
The Quest 3S?
Yeah.
It's got a single-panel LCD, and it doesn't have the pancake lenses. But the graphics should be comparable to the Quest 3. It's just not going to have those nice low-profile pancake lenses. But
someone says it's not going to have like 4K or anything like that.
That's
But it'll still have stuff like augmented reality.
yeah, it'll still have a lot of those features, and it's got those RGB pass-through cameras. Well, I appreciate your questions, man. I'm gonna take some questions from other people. Okay.
Oh yeah, no, I understand that. Thank you for
Uh-huh.
answering some of my questions.
Yeah. Have a good one.
Mhm.
Bye. Oh, who are we talking to now?
I'm just hanging out with
Just hanging out?
Polar Bear and Chiggle.
Oh, what's Polar Bear and Chiggle up to?
Chiggle said he was buying some controllers and fixing them for friends and things like that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And then
That's how you get into it.
Yeah. The last guest came in just so he said, "Hey, so I've got a Quest 2." So I dropped it on the floor and it said tracking lost. Meta said to reset it, and it's not showing me the reset screen every 5 seconds. It goes black.
Your headset is showing tracking lost.
Is Quest 2 dropped on the Quest 2 dropped on the floor.
You have a broken camera.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like.
Yep. One of your external cameras is broken, and you're stuck in what we call the tracking lost error loop. So the headset never gets to a point where it can track the room, so it just never displays an image. So yeah, unfortunately,
We can fix it.
you can't send it into us, so we can fix it. We also sell those cameras. We actually just lowered the price on the cameras. So these cameras, do I have one with cameras in it? This one's got cameras in it. So these cameras are all just interchangeable, and so we just lowered the prices on these cameras to $12.99, I think, on the website. So you can buy those cameras off our website and just install it yourself. And I do have a tutorial video for that as well. So, or you can send it in to us and we can fix it.
We can do that too.
We're here to help. I like to provide people with options. People are like, "Oh, I don't want to send it in." Okay, well, buy it and fix it yourself. Well, I don't want to buy it and fix it myself. Okay, well, send it in.
Chiggle said, if y'all break one of y'all's Oculus's devices, do you just like no big deal? I'll just fix it.
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah.
One of our employees, Kieran, she's got a Quest 2, and she had joystick drift on her controller, so she just took a joystick and a tool set home and actually fixed it in front of her family and showed her family how you fix stick drift on a controller. Just replaced it right there. Once you get good at it, I'd say the controllers usually take, I don't know, 25 minutes to fix. I could probably do a stick drift in, well, I've done a video actually. I had a video on YouTube that we did. I did a stick drift in less than 10 minutes. It was like right on the nose. I think it was like 9 minutes and 54 seconds or something, but it can be done.
Oh, somebody wants to know when we're doing another giveaway.
Another giveaway when the Quest 3 comes out.
Yep.
I really want to, we've not talked about this, but I really want to go to the store and pick one up. I know we were talking about ordering one, but I think we should just do the whole, like, wait outside the Walmart thing. And
I may already done something.
you may have already done something?
Yeah.
Oh, no, what'd you do?
I went ahead and bought one.
You did?
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell me?
I'm just going to make it a surprise until you said
Oh.
it. But here's the deal. It's going to be ready for pickup on Tuesday at Best Buy.
At Best Buy.
Yep.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you going to be available? What
I'll
time?
be available,
Okay, what
yeah.
time are we going to go pick it up?
Oh, Best Buy opens at 10.
Okay, all right.
So we'll be there. We'll record the whole thing.
Yeah, we will.
We'll
We
make
will
it a
record the
whole
whole thing. I guess I need to let Kieran know. More creators want to
I wasn't going to make it a surprise because I was like, we have not bought one. And I was like, oh, we got to get one before it's too late.
Oh. Somebody changed their name to Please Accept Me. I feel like I should accept
Go
them.
for it.
We're going to take Please Accept Me. What's up?
Hey, why does a hard lock happen randomly?
What do you mean hard lock? What does that mean?
Like hard lock, where your headset just freezes out of nowhere.
I'm not familiar with that issue happening randomly. Can you describe it? So the headset just freezes, or it goes to the pass-through, or what exactly is happening?
Like it freezes randomly when you're like playing a game.
Okay, any particular game, or just the same game? Cause
I mean, I have posted a video about it on my other account.
Okay, I might have to take a look at that. But is it always the same game every time?
No, like you already took a look at it.
I already took a look at it.
Yeah, like I mentioned to you in the video.
Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. I get tagged in a lot of things, so it's hard for me to keep track of all of it. It's hard to say. It could just be the game crashing your headset. What game is it? Is it Gorilla Tag?
I Am Cat.
I Am Cat. I'm not familiar with that game. Is that fun?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you do in I Am Cat?
You're like a cat with your grandma. You have to like knock her out, I think.
Okay.
Oh, I've seen that game. Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll go back and take another look at it. But it sounds to me kind of like the game might just be crashing the headset. Is the headset fully updated, like it's on version 69 and everything? Oh, he dropped out.
It's kind of an interesting game. You're just a cat that's running around the house.
Oh.
And you're just terrorizing your owner, the old lady.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah. And
That does sound like a good time. We're gonna take Golden VRFS. Gold guy, what's up?
Alright, so I have one question with Quest 3.
Okay.
Alright, so you know the left controller?
Yep.
You know, like the menu button?
Uh-huh.
Like the tracking keeps on pressing it, so I can't do anything with my left controller.
Okay, so you're getting like a phantom button press on your menu button?
Yeah, and I can't use my left controller at all.
Usually, it's because there's a little bit of liquid damage in the controller. There could be something else going on, like a piece of debris that's kind of pushing that button. But the boards on the Quest 3 controllers are not too dissimilar from the Quest 3 and the Quest 2 boards are not too dissimilar. So basically you've got your functional buttons, so like your A, B, your X, Y, and those are these capacitance antennas with the rubber mounts here. And they've just got a sensor mounted button there. But the menu button has an actual physical button that's on the board. So usually, again, like I said, there's a little bit of liquid damage here, and or there's a little piece of debris or something that's kind of gotten up underneath the button and is now kind of phantom pressing that. So you could disassemble your controller and take a look at it. I've got teardown videos on how to do that, how to take it apart and put it back together, so you can kind of take a look at it. But I would say there is a 70% chance that it's some form of liquid damage, and that will have to be remediated, or that button itself on the board will have to be desoldered and then resoldered back on.
Thank you.
Okay, have a good one.
Thank you.
did we update the pricing on the Quest 2 controller repair? Has that changed, or is that still 35?
So the joystick repair is 35. Yeah.
Okay, the joystick is 35. He was just asking me. Oh, sorry, I'm just kind of reading through this.
Yeah. We've been having some issues with on the website with people purchasing a service and then sending it in, and then like they'll send it in for grip button not working or not tracking, which is kind of like a sort of ambiguous, vague. I mean, the grip button not working is pretty direct. It's like, oh, the grip button's not working, or the trigger's not working. Like those things are mechanical issues, and something's not working correctly there. But what we'll get is people will say, oh, trigger's not working, and then they'll send in their controller, and we'll get the controller and be like, well, mechanically it's fine. We'll open it up, and there will be like soda in there. And it's like, well, your whole controller doesn't work because you poured a bottle of Fanta in it. So we've recently sort of taken those options off the website, except for the mechanical options, like the very specific things, like your grip button is functionally broken and the joystick is functionally broken. Ring repair, I think we've kept on there. But the other things that are a little bit more vague and ambiguous, what we've asked customers to do is either they can either do a trade-in. So if you've got some sort of liquid damage, or you've got more than like 2 or 3 components that are bad, like your ring's totally blown off and your joystick's bad, and you've got, if you dropped it in a mop bucket, send it in to us. We'll take $10 off of a new controller, basically. And then if it's not something that you dropped in a mop bucket, if it's just, oh, I don't know what's wrong with it exactly, but it's not a straight up mechanical thing, then you can send that in to us using the form on the website. Let's see what a few days later, it kept turning itself on.
Well, what's up? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. What's up?
Yeah, so have you seen the new, I believe it's called the Quest 3, it's like a cheaper option for the Quest 3. Have you seen it?
Quest 3S, yep.
Yeah, that one.
Yep.
So this may be a dumb question, but do you think like all the hardware is the same, or do you think they have something different in between the Quest 3 and the Quest 3S?
I actually got a pretty good look at the Quest 3 the other day. I didn't tell you about this, Preston, but they had one on display over at Walmart when I was
The
looking
Quest
at
3?
the Quest 3S.
Oh, the 3S.
Yeah, they had 3S on display already.
Oh, the demo.
And so I think that there's some hardware carryover from the Quest 3 and from the Quest 2. And I'm kind of hoping that there's interchangeable components from both. For example, the speaker arm and the way that that functions on the Quest 3S looks identical. The strap, the speaker arms, and the general like outside frame look identical to the Quest 3. The front plate looks a lot more like the Quest 2, but you've got those RGB cameras, the pass-through cameras from the Quest 3. So I have a feeling that the internals of it are going to look a lot like the Quest 3. A lot like the Quest 3.
And what are your thoughts on the Apple Vision Pro?
It's what this is a deep conversation, my friend.
I don't know if we have enough time.
Yeah, my thoughts on the Apple Vision Pro. I keep kicking that tripod. My thoughts on the Apple Vision Pro are very cynical. I think that Apple promised their investors a VR product years ago, and they had a hard time delivering on that. And so what they did was they had to push a product to market to satisfy their investors and satisfy the amount of money that they had put into development of that headset. And so what they did was they made something that was as nice as they could possibly make it with the hardware that they had available and the amount of money that they put into it, and they pushed it to market. And they didn't expect it to sell, and it hasn't sold. They wanted to sell 800,000 units from launch through this year, and so far they've sold like a third of that. I think they've sold a little over 250,000 units now, or a little over 200,000 units now. I think that it was just made to appease investors. I don't think that it sold very well, and I don't think that there's going to be I would really doubt that there's a second one. I think it's going to be a lot like the Valve Index, where I'm not sure that we will ever get an Apple Vision Pro 2 or an Apple Vision Pro Lite, because it's not designed to be commercially viable. They just did it to appease their shareholders.
They had to pretend they're part of the market.
Yeah.
I
So
don't want to sit up here for too long, but
Yeah.
Before I leave, I just want to say that you should do like an experiment where you should compare the parts to the Quest 3S and the Quest 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get out now.
Yeah,
Thanks
definitely.
for having me on here.
Thanks for the idea, man. We'll see you.
Thanks.
Bye. Nathan's asking to go, so we'll talk to Nathan next.
Nathan.
Hi.
What's up, Nathan?
So I have a question.
Sure.
So I've been having problems like with games and all that stuff, and like my screen is cracked, you know.
Mm-hmm. Your screen is cracked and you're having problems with games.
So like I can't even think of it right now. Sorry. So when like I get on, like my game gets laggy.
Okay.
Like there's like a yellow crack, and I searched it up, and it's like saying like my screen is all burnt, you know, anything like that.
Yeah, that checks out. So is it like a crack or is it like a spot?
It's like a crack, and it's like a yellow line.
Yeah. So it sounds like LCD damage to me. It should.
Yes. So I searched it up, and it says it was saying it been in the sun for too long.
Usually the sun damage things are more like spots. They're like little irregular polka dot shapes. The cracks.
Yeah, they're supposed to be like polka dots and everything, but
Yeah.
it's like a crack in the yellow.
Yeah, it's usually when I see sun damage, it doesn't look like a crack. Usually the cracks are from impact damage.
Yeah, like have you heard a game Scary Baboon?
I've not heard of Scary Baboon, but I can kind of visualize what it might be about.
It's kind of like Gorilla Tag, but it's like monsters and they kill you and everything like that.
Okay.
And like I unlock a game. It's called Mines, and when I'm trying to like go into maps, it won't let me.
I see.
Like I have a password on my Quest, and every time if I put an answer in, and everything started as laggy and
Yeah.
everything like that, you know.
Are you having problems with any other games?
No, I think Scared Baboon, I guess.
Okay.
And, like, everything won't, like, pop up and I have to take a while.
Sure.
And, like, I have 2 games. I have a lot of games.
Okay.
There's Scared Baboon won't work, and there's the other game.
So-
Animal Company, that's what it's called.
Are all of these games pretty like what would you call it, low budget production games?
Stuff like that. They like won't let me join the game. You know, it like takes a lot of time.
Yeah. It could just be that those games just are poorly optimized. You might check and try to play it from a PC if you've got one, or you might make sure that your headset is updated to the latest version. Is your headset on version 69?
Well, it's kind of like the one. It's kind of like the old version, like the white stuff. You know, like kind of like that controller you're holding right now.
The Quest 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I having problem with the Quest 2.
Yeah, so the Quest 2, I would just go into your settings and go into software updates and make sure that your headset's on the latest version, because that can cause a lot of issues if your headset's not been updated in a while.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of notifications telling me to update it.
Yep.
Well,
That's probably the problem then. I would just update your headset and see if that fixes it.
well, it's sort of like telling me like someone has been owning it for a while and trying too many passwords.
For the games, you mean?
No, I have a password code on there.
Okay, so you can't get on your
I have
headset.
it at my auntie's house, and
Okay.
it's like notifying me, like saying someone has been trying too many passwords.
Okay. So maybe somebody's trying to get on your headset. I don't know about that. You might have to get your hands on your headset to verify that. So, but anyway, I appreciate your questions, man. Thanks for jumping in.
Okay.
Yeah,
Bye.
have a good one. Bye. How's it going?
Yo, hello?
What can I do for you?
Yo, do you know how to fix bad tracking on my right controller?
Define bad tracking for me.
Like, when I connect it, the controller's everywhere. Like, it goes up, down, left, right, and stuff.
Yeah, so the controller itself is moving. It's not just like the joystick.
No, just the controller.
Just the controller. So usually the problem that we see with that is that, let me show you here. So on the inside of the controller, you've got sort of a ring that looks like this. This is sort of the main frame of the controller here. And on each side, you have 2 ribbons, and these 2 ribbons emit LED light through these little diodes here. Usually what we see is that one or both of these ribbons has a tear in it when you're experiencing an issue like that. So you've hit your controller pretty good in the past, and it's not broken the outside ring. So the outside ring may look fine on the outside, but on the inside, one of these ribbons is torn, and that'll cause that issue.
Just like any controller.
Yep, just like any controller.
Okay.
You can send it in for repair, or you can try to find these parts. We do ship. So are you based in the UK?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we do ship to the UK. So if you need parts for your controller repair, you can do that, and it is cheaper to repair a controller than to buy a new one.
Okay.
Okie dokie, man. Thanks for calling.
Okay.
Bye.
See you.
How long have we been going?
30 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Hello.
What can I do for you?
So a few weeks ago, I was playing a game, and my headset, it crashed out.
Okay.
Do you know what that is? And if it's, broken? It stopped working, and I had to wait till it died.
Uh-huh.
And then I charged it back up, and it's been working. I just didn't know if something broke.
Doesn't sound like. Usually my rule of thumb is if it happens one time, then it's probably just a software problem. You probably just encountered a bug or some sort of software issue that required resolution. And if it's working now, then that's probably resolved. I would try making sure that your headset is fully up to date and all the games and applications are fully up to date. But if it's not a persistent problem, if it doesn't happen over and over and over again, then you're probably okay. You know, things like the black screen of death, like once you encounter that, once you get the perpetual tracking loss, or you know, one of your speakers isn't working and it never works and it doesn't work no matter what I do, then those are usually hardware issues. But like what you experienced, what you're describing, that was probably just a software bug.
Okay. Thank you. I just didn't know because I haven't had it for long, and I just didn't know if it broke or something.
Yeah, I would just make sure that everything's up to date, and you should be okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no
Bye.
problem. Bye.
How far are we on the controller repairs, roughly? Or something, you know?
About 2 weeks right
2
now.
weeks?
Yeah.
Okay. About 2 weeks out.
Yeah. It kind of varies by the day.
Yeah.
But we get through
Aiden's
them.
here every day, all day.
Pretty
That's
much.
all he does.
Pretty much
he
here.
Sleeps here.
I do almost. I eat most of my meals here
Yeah.
now. We moved to this location. We have a full kitchen now.
Yeah. We've got Batman in the back.
Yeah,
He's here to protect and serve
that's right.
justice.
Anything good on the YouTube channel?
No, we're just chit chatting, honestly.
Okay, sweet.
Polar was saying something about they had dropped the repair and it wasn't working. Sorry, the request, and then it just fixed itself
Okay.
magically.
Yeah,
And I was like, well, you
That's
save
good
some
luck.
time, or save some money and a headset.
yeah. Sometimes it happens. Well, that's like what I was just telling the guy we were just talking to is, man, if it's not a perpetual issue, it's probably not a hardware problem.
I see. Alpha, if you want to send a message to us, we'll take a look. You said you sent it out about 3 weeks ago. We have been moving, so there's probably that to be taken into consideration. But if you want to send us a message, I'll poke and just see what's going on.
I think Kieran added something to the website where people can send a message and ask about their order status.
Okay.
So we've been kind of playing around with the new form system. We also just got a new chat feature on the website, which integrates with a ticket feature that we have sort of in the background. And I think that that's going to be really helpful for keeping track of some like customers. You know, as our volume continues to go up, it used to be back in the day we had 3 businesses. We had the arcade, and then we had digital mechanics, which mostly did like the computer laptop stuff and consoles, and then we had Fix My Oculus. And Fix My Oculus, maybe we did, I don't know, 5 or 10 repairs a week when we first started out, and now we're doing like closer to like 50 to 60 repairs a week, depending on the week. So it's expanded in volume a lot, and really, you know, we'd like to get to a point where we're doing hundreds or thousands, you know, in a month. We'll get there when we get there, but it's been a big transition trying to figure out how to manage the change in volume, because we've never had to handle, as a small business, we've never had to handle as many customers as we've had to handle just in like the last 6 months. So, all right, we're gonna take another question from Frog. What's going on?
Are you there?
Yeah, how do you say your username?
I don't know. It's like frog, I
Frog.
guess.
Okay, Frog.
Okay, I just have a question, okay?
Sure.
So, with my Oculus controller, my right one, like I banged it like 2 weeks ago,
Okay.
and the tracking with it is just like not working well. It's
Sure.
like with the left sensors, like on the left side,
Yeah.
works fine when I shake it, but on the right side, it's like completely, it was like flies away, kind of.
Yeah. So, yeah, usually what happens, and I had somebody else who was just asking about this, but usually what happens is if you hit your controller hard enough, one of these 2 ribbons will sever right here at this point. So what happens is this control, see that crack right there, that stress fracture in the controller? So
Yeah.
even though the controller's intact and it looks kind of fine, if that crack's bad enough, then it'll tear this ribbon here, or this ribbon will get caught up in a crack, and it'll get torn up that way. And so it'll track fine on one side because this side's getting power, But on this side where it's torn, it won't get power anymore. And the only real way to fix that is just to replace this ribbon.
Oh. So, like, if I sent it out, like, would you, like, replace it?
We would replace the ribbon on that and restore function to it.
Okay. So are you saying, like, it's, like it's damaged, or it's, like, not connected right?
It's probably damaged. Most of the time when I see those ribbons having issues, it's because they're broken. And the ribbon itself just needs to be replaced. The controller probably works fine, except for that one little component.
Yeah, I just didn't know what part it was.
Yeah.
But thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Bye. I've got a sneeze coming.
Uh-oh.
I know.
Here we go.
Whoa! Goodness.
Woo! I guess I could have muted you.
Huh?
I could have muted you and I didn't do it. Not fast enough.
Oh, next time. We should have a sneeze button, like mute. I guess I could have muted myself, huh?
Yeah, you could.
Next time.
Yeah.
Thanks, Adam. All right. How's it going?
Hello. So I just have a quick question.
Okay.
So my controller has super bad stick drift,
Okay.
and I've cleaned it out. Like, I took the top off. I've cleaned it. But it only fixes the issue for like a day or two,
Yep.
and then it will go back to like not working because of how bad the stick drift is.
Sure. My suggestion on this is to replace the joystick module itself. When the Quest 2 controllers come off the factory line, they've got a little joystick inside that looks like this. And then I usually replace them with a new module that looks like this. And the sensors are just a little bit more resilient, and also they're brand new, so they work better. And it should last you the rest of the life of the controller. I don't know that I've ever had a second request for controller stick drift after somebody sent a controller in. So I'd have to look back on that, but I would say most of the time people get pretty good use out of the ones that come out of the factory line. But then once they send them into us and we replace the joysticks, it's pretty much a permanent fix.
Yeah, I've had my headset since they came out.
Yeah.
So
it's seen a lot of love.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. And I do have tutorial videos on how to do that if you wanted to try to do it yourself as well, if you're feeling pretty handy. So you can get those parts and tools on our website.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, have a good one.
You too.
Bye. Let's see. Somebody sent us a gift.
Oh, sweet. That's
Hello.
awesome.
How's it going?
Good. I have a question.
Sure.
So do you do like Quest Pro controllers?
I do repair Quest Pro controllers.
Okay, so basically I got Quest Pro controllers, and it's been like a week of me using them.
Okay.
And like, so it was like a week, and I hit them like 1 or 2 times.
Uh-huh.
And I usually play on Steam with them because like it's supposed to be really good for tracking issues. Like, so like there's no tracking like issues on it because it has cameras built into them.
Yep.
But they just stopped working, and I could not like get them to work. So I I unconnected them, and I connected them back to my headset. They still wouldn't like work. And do you have any like tips like to help with that?
So unfortunately, one of the downsides of having the inside-out tracking on the controllers itself and the use of those cameras is that those cameras can be damaged the same way that the Quest 2 cameras can be damaged. And impact, like what you're describing, probably knocked one of those sensors loose, and it probably one of those cameras needs to be changed out now.
Because like we have a warranty on it.
Yeah.
So we could like return it and get it like a new one, or get like for cheaper.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I would say
just-
if you've got a warranty or you've got some sort of protection program on those, I would just go ahead and send them back, because once those cameras are broken, other than just replacing the cameras and sending them in to somebody like me to replace them, that issue is probably going to be pretty persistent.
Yeah, and like it's for both of the controllers too. Like, was it like, because I was thinking that the headset wasn't picking them up, because like I wasn't really hitting the cameras, but I knew that like if I was hitting the controller in any spot, I get that it could like hit it out of place.
It's possible. I do generally have a rule of thumb that that if both controllers are having an issue, it's probably the headset. But the fact that you use Quest Pro controllers kind of invalidates that, just because they have their own independent tracking systems. They're not reliant on the headset for tracking.
And I have one last thing to say, and then I'll go.
Sure.
But the day I got the controllers is the day I got a brand new headset. So
Okay.
like that's the reason why I was like confused that like if it was the headset not tracking them, because I got them the same day I got the controllers. Well,
Yeah.
I got the headset the same day I got the controllers.
You could try pairing them to a different headset and see if the problem gets any better.
Yeah, I'll try that. But thank you.
Yeah. Have a good one.
You too.
Bye.
Got 2 questions on the
Okay.
chat. One is, can you connect Quest 3 controllers to the Quest 2?
No. Sorry.
And then the other one was, they want to send in their repair.
Okay.
It said, do we just go to the repair section?
Yeah, just go to the repair section, fill out the, we've got a little form there, and then somebody on our team will send you a shipping label.
So if you look on the stream on the top left, you can kind of see where I'm at right now. So it says shipping request, and you'll go there.
Yep.
You can fill that information out, and then it'll get submitted to the team. The team being Kieran
And Lucy.
and Lucy. That's right. Yeah.
Yep.
That's right. Kieran and Lucy, rocking and rolling, and then they'll get that, and then they'll be in communication with you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This poor little controller is barely broken. We're gonna fix that.
What's the? It's just cracked.
Yes, it's cracked. But I've been playing around with the super glue and baking soda. I think I'm gonna do a video on it because it is so
Yeah.
effective. It's so
It
effective.
works.
It works so stinking well. It's amazing how well it works.
Amazing.
This controller, not as lucky. Close. We're gonna go with Gauge. What's going on?
Can you hear me? Hello?
I can't hear you.
Okay, so my Oculus just stopped working a few days ago. Like, I can't, like, I was playing with my buddy and my brother, and, like, I sweat a lot, and it looked like a black screen, like a black curtain just came over the lenses. So I don't know if sweat dripped into the internals and covered, like, the lenses or something. Or I can't interact with it at all now. Like, I can't turn it on, and when it does turn on, it's super freaking blurry. So it's not the black screen of death, I know that.
Yeah.
It's crazy blurry. Like the little meta symbol when you first boot up your Oculus.
Yep.
That was like all over my screen. Like, it's just super stretched out and blurry. I can't see it.
I don't know. That's kind of a bizarre issue. I'll be honest with you. I would say that there probably is some damage to the LCD, but I would really want to take a look at it and evaluate it. It's probably worth documenting if you wanted to send it in so I could make a video on it and just kind of check that out, because that's a very unique thing. I've not heard anybody describe a black curtain effect to me before.
Yeah, it's like I was literally, like Gorilla Tag.
Uh-huh.
I was playing the only up game mode, okay, and I was just running around, and literally like a black thing just came over the screen, and just I couldn't see.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I would say if you want to check out my website and maybe send it in to me, I'd love to take a look at it, if for no other reason than just to kind of document it. It's free to send it in, and it's free for me to take a look at it. So, and then we can at least give you some repair options once it's here.
All right.
Okay?
Alrighty, thank you.
All right. Thanks, man.
It's kind of an interesting question.
Yeah.
How do I leave this?
Oh, I'll help you out.
they asked if 60 hertz damages the headset on the refresh rate.
I don't see why it would.
I don't know either. I don't know. I know they asked if it was kind of a random question and if it was stupid. I don't think it's a stupid question. I think it's a fair question. I don't know. I don't know that it would damage the headset. Not enough. I would say it probably, maybe over a period of like 5 years, it was consistently. The LCDs are not meant to go out in a short period of time as far as the lifespan of the device.
Yeah.
I think your motherboard or some other component's going to fail before the display actually fails.
Yeah.
Just the way, because think about the TVs that you have, they're LCDs. You have plasma TVs. You also get both the LCD and plasma. Plasmas last a long time. You just think how many TVs that you've got, how long you've had your TV for. I've had my TV for
years.
Yeah, and it's not gone out. It still works.
On every day, all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, the other thing I would say here is that it'll probably do more damage to your eyes than to the headset.
Yeah.
60 hertz is pretty low. You probably get sick. I would get sick, I feel like. I feel like having the higher refresh rate's definitely easier for me.
Yeah.
So, but maybe that's just me being old.
Got another one. Polaris said, what happens when a camera pops or dislocates from the headset or pops out of the headset?
That's no bueno.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's not good.
Yeah, if one of your cameras pops out of the headset, that camera needs to be replaced in order to restore
Have you seen
function
that
to
pop
it.
out?
I've
not seen one pop out because that gasket usually holds it in place.
not pop out. Pop out, it would be
Dislodges.
extreme. But I've seen the glass come out
Oh yeah.
because people break the glass. But
Yeah.
the camera itself is held in by a series of brackets. So I don't think I've. Is that faceplate come off there?
I don't know that it will.
This one might be unscrewed. This one's unscrewed. So the camera's here. We'll take a look here, and I'll show this other camera here too. But the cameras are actually held in with a series of brackets. So if I take this ring off, this gasket
Ring.
the protective gasket ring, then you can actually see that the camera gets held in by this bracket here, and then it also has two screws. So I've got one screw here that kind of goes around the connection point, and then I've got two screws that hold the camera in. And then, can you see that? Is that in focus there?
There it goes. It goes in focus now.
Okay, yeah. So there's a bracket that holds that in, as well as the rubber gasket, as well as the two screws that hold the camera in proper. So that would be extreme for the camera to just pop out. I've seen the glass shatter. I've not seen a camera pop out before. So I've seen people try to pry them out, and even when people try to pry them out, it's pretty tough. So
Focuses in. There you go.
yeah. So anyway, but yeah. I guess we took the plastic cover off this fan. I'm not sure why we did that.
I did see that. I was like, that looks unique.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. It probably is not great for ventilation, but there must have been a thought behind it at the time. Maybe it is good for ventilation. I don't know. You know what I was thinking about actually is because we made like these things here. I'll show the TikTok crowd. We made these a while back. They have the ventilation, like we used the laser to cut these holes in here. And can you see that there?
Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
So, oh geez. So, we'll show both here. So we made these a while back, and I started thinking about this problem a lot. Actually, is that if you wanted to improve the ventilation on the Quest 2, you wouldn't have to drill holes straight through the center. You would just need to carve out a little bit at the top here. If you just carved this away and then carved this away at the bottom, because the airflow, the way that the air comes in is the fan is designed to pull in air from the bottom and then blow it out through the top, which is why that dust gets trapped here, is because there's really no place for it to go. So the headsets just get dirty and stuff. But if you just took like a Dremel tool or even like a box cutter and just kind of shaved off some of the plastic there, that would probably increase the ventilation in the headset. I've been thinking about experimenting with that, but do we have a tool that would check the temperature of the inside of the headset? Maybe we need like one of those little laser
Yeah, we could get something like that.
temperature things to see how much it actually changes the inside temperature of the device.
That'd be cool.
It'd be a cool
thing to get.
video.
Yeah.
So we could just experiment with different face shield modifications. Because go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, do you have a video for popping the faceplate off?
Yeah, well, we've got the Quest 2 teardown videos. So pretty much any video where I'm doing a Quest 2 repair, the first step is going to be taking off the internal face shield, the face cover, and then the second step is taking off the face shield on the outside. So so pretty much every headset repair video is going to cover that.
It's not super complicated. I know Alpha was asking, but it's as long as you have the right tool. If you don't have the tool, we do sell a tool kit on our website as well if you want to try to attempt to do the repair yourself.
Yeah.
It's only $19.99.
Oh, just for our TikTok audience, I don't know that I said this earlier, but if you guys are watching us on TikTok and you wanted to see like all of the studio and Preston and the camera that I'm talking to, you can check out our YouTube live stream right now. We're live on YouTube. So, and inversely, if you're on the YouTube thing and you want to see what I'm working on under here, you can check out our TikTok live stream. So, oh, I gotta put this. I didn't put the camera gaskets back in. I was like, that looks weird. On that side.
The last guess, what was the repair? Was it your headset? You said you're having issues with the Quest 2. You said you boxed it up already.
All right, there we go. I'm gonna take some more. All right, let's see who's next on the.
I'd say it's almost up to an hour. So
we're almost up to an hour.
We
Okay,
got 4 minutes.
We'll take a couple, maybe one more question. So let's see here. How's it going?
Hey, bro, how's it doing?
It's doing all right.
Good. Hey, okay, so I'm gonna make this quick, okay?
Okay.
I'm on Oculus 3, okay, and I play like Ghost of Tabor and like PvP games.
Yep.
And I've been having like I have a little square in my screen, like where I can see good, and the rest of the square, like on the side, is like pixel. So I wonder if it's like water damage or if it's, I don't know, it's just little pixel, but it works. Like I can see the colors.
I see.
But it's like, it's really low frames. Like
on one side of the screen or just like part of the screen?
All the sides. It's really like, it's like a square. It's not like it's something, it's straight. It's not like water.
Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of a strange thing. I would say, could you make a video for me, and so I could kind of see it? You can either make a video and I can kind of take a look at it and try to speculate, or you can send it in to us and I can take a look at it and maybe make a video on it. That's kind of like the last guy I was talking to. Like, if you have some really unique issue, I would like to, and this is for you and for everybody who's listening right now, but if you've got a really unique issue and you're like, oh, I've never heard anybody talk about this, I would love it if people would just send things in to me just so that we could kind of document some of these issues and take a look at them, because we get the really common ones all the time. People are always sending things in like black screen and tracking issue, but weird things like that, I don't know what causes them, and I would love to learn like what causes it. So yeah, I would say if you wanted to send it in, I'd love to take a look at it.
Okay, of course.
Okay.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Take care.
Yeah, thanks. Have a good one. Okay. Oh, there we go. Cool. Well, I guess that's it.
Yeah, I guess we can call it a day. We're at an hour, just about.
We are.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well,
got anything you want to talk about?
I would say we're trying to be here every Saturday doing the live stream. We might be able to get other streams in at some point during the week, but Saturdays are really our kind of live stream. And then maybe Tuesday, I think we'll definitely go pick up that Quest 3S.
Yep.
And then Daniel will bring it back to the shop, and I think you guys are gonna get a treat of a teardown. We're
gonna have a lot of Quest 3S material coming. So if you guys have questions about the Quest 3S, you're curious about the hardware, follow us, subscribe, check out our YouTube channel. We'll probably be doing different types of videos on the different platforms. So YouTube, obviously, we'll be doing the longer form stuff, and then TikTok will be doing more of the live stream and like the quick form kind of videos. But yeah, I'm excited about the Quest 3S stuff. I'm excited. We'll do the teardown. We'll do the parts comparisons. I really want to do like a side by side with the playability. You know, I want to take a look at the cameras. I'm really curious about the cameras. I'm really curious about what is going on there, what the array actually looks like, or the where the RGB camera's at. And what do the internals look like? Is it a total new motherboard design? What does the cooling fan look like? Did they fix the speaker arm issue that has plagued Quest 3 users? I would say 70% of our Quest 3 repair requests are those charge port side speaker arms. So is that the same design? And if it is the same design, you know, how do we fix that? So there was some other video that we were going to do as well, and I can't think of what it was now. We're definitely going to do a giveaway, so stay tuned for that. So we'll do a video on the pickup and the first teardown and our thoughts, and we'll do a podcast, and then probably next Saturday we'll launch the giveaway for the Quest 3S.
I'm excited.
Yeah, it's been our first giveaway in a long time.
Yeah,
so so stay tuned and subscribe on all platforms because we'll announce it on different platforms in different places. And if you want to be involved or potentially get a Quest 3S before Christmas, you know, just follow us. That's all you got to do. So
heck yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Anyway, that's all I got.
All right, we're signing off. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it. We will see you next week.
Yep. Have a good one, everybody.